What is up, YouTube? It's Bounty. I have a question for everyone. Please comment below what you would have done in this situation that I had come across today. All right, first of all, me and my wife went to Walmart like we do like once a week to get groceries, odd and end things for the house, cleaning products, such as etc. All right, I wear my mask. My wife wears her mask, you know. Do I think the mask does a whole lot? That's up for debate, you know, but I'm not no scientist when it comes on the facts of how the mask works. But I do wear my mask, just like my wife. We care about how people feel, so that's enough for me to wear my mask. People feel safer with people wearing masks. I'm okay with it. All right, well, here is the problem that I had today in Walmart. As we get to the cashier, the cashiers, they're beside one another, and they're waiting outside at the end of the cash register, waiting for people to come in. They are not social distancing at all. All right, that's not the part that bothers me, but you know, they're leaning into each other. You can tell that they're gossiping about something. They're talking about something that they don't want nobody to hear. Yeah, you know, typical human thing to do. As we get down to the end of the cash register, we have to wait for her to start bringing our items up to, you know, to process them for payment. We have to wait for her to finish the conversation with no social distance with her colleague. Well, anyway, as we are going through and we're, you know, the cashier's ringing us out, she has a full face shield on, one of the clear plastic shields, you know, kind of like a welder's helmet, but just clear. She's got one of those on. And all of a sudden she stops, and you can tell she's about to sneeze. So she turns away, but she takes both of her hands, you know, both her hands up under that face shield, sneezes into her hands, and then wipes her hands down her shirt, her Walmart vest, right past her name tag and all that. And I'm like, there's people in line behind me, and two of them don't have masks on, so I can tell that they're pretty anti-mask people. But, you know, that's their prerogative. That's their independence. I'm okay with that. But to keep from saying what I wanted to say to the woman and to keep the peace right there, I didn't say a whole lot. So this is what I did say to her. I said, hey, I find it a bit concerning that you just sneezed in both your hands and wiped it on your shirt. She said, no, sir, I sneezed on my shirt. I said, no, you sneezed in your hands and wiped it on your shirt. She's like, no, sir. I said, don't you think you need to use the hand sanitizer? See, at this point, when I'm getting this conversation, I'm noticing this one guy, he don't have a mask on, but his wife's got a mask on. All right, his wife is wearing a mask, but he's not. He's getting ready to say something to me, right? He's ready to, you know, like I'm a male Karen. I was starting to be a little bit of a Karen, I admit, because, you know, it was starting to bother me that, you know, we've been through this for going on a year, and there's still people that would do such a thing, you know. I mean, I don't care if coronavirus didn't exist. You don't sneeze in your hands and start, you know, it's common courtesy for everybody else to wash your hands, even after you go to the bathroom, right? When you sneeze in your hand, you should sanitize, do something. And I told the woman that. She's like, no, sir, I sneezed on my shirt. I'm like, okay, well, don't you need to sanitize? She said, no, because it didn't get on my hands. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at this other guy. You know, I always carry my Second Amendment on my side. Let's call it that. You know, it's just like if I got my pants on, the Second Amendment's on my side. So, you know, I'm wearing my mask, but, you know, I keep my mask kind of under my nose a little bit. For one, I can breathe a little better that way. And for another, I'm not really supposed to be carrying my gun with a mask on, but it's kind of exempt right now, it seems like, because everybody's still wearing a mask, all right? Anyway, I end up walking out of the store. I call to speak with management inside the store, because I didn't want to make that scene right there. It might have turned into something that I didn't want it to. Well, anyway, when I call, a girl picks up the phone. I said, can I speak with management, please? She said, I am the assistant manager. Because I see, what I'm thinking is, these people And the store already knew that I was going to call in and complain, all right, because they knew what happened. That, you know, it was already being seen, so they knew that I was going to call. So I called in. I'm like, can I speak to the manager? She said, well, I am the assistant manager. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, that'd be fine. You know, I just want to let you know I gave the person's name, which I'm not going to say it here. Gave the person's name, told her what happened. She's like, you're going to have to talk to a superior on that. She said, yeah, you're going to have to talk to the superior. Well, when I talked to her superior, guess who she was? She was the real assistant manager. Well, I told her, I was like, you know, this kind of worries me. And I gave her all the reasons why I didn't just cause a scene and just walk off. Because, you know, this day and age, you know, people are waiting to get a good video of somebody losing it over whatever, you know. And I just didn't want to be that guy today. People who know me know how I can be, and I know how I can be. But, you know, the bottom line of it is, it felt like the Walmart was protecting her when, you know, there's real concerns. Coronavirus is real. Does the mask work? I don't know. I'm not no expert, but I'm going to wear my mask. Now, you know, it just really, I can't wrap my brain around it, how I'm sitting there looking at the woman, watch her sneeze on her hands and wipe it on her shirt, and then she tries to convince me that what I just seen wasn't real. See, people, this is the world that we live in today, you know. Well, anyway, that's kind of, you know, a good rundown of what happened to me today. So, yeah, if you haven't subscribed and you made it this far, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and please comment below what you would have done, all right? I chose to try to be a little bit quieter about it instead of losing my my mind right there over it in front of all the people, because, you know, I live in an area that, you know, I ain't talking bad about people because, you know, I voted for Trump. I don't know if that was the right thing to do now. I don't know who's good to vote for anymore. I think both of them bother me. But what I'm saying is, we need to get along, people, and people need to be thinking about others. You need to wear that mask, and you need to just try to help out, and let's get past this coronavirus thing. But please take the time and comment what you think. Did I handle it right? Did I didn't do enough? Tell me what you would have done. Love you, mean it.